liquidated for millions, sources say. Fortunately, there was a lot that happened in crypto this week, and I'm here to clarify a few things. Now, the most popular news of the week has been involving three of the most largest crypto exchanges or crypto lending platforms in the space, and the accusations are they are borderline insolvent. They do not have the funds, as they have taken out loans with their customers' money and they cannot pay back these loans. And according to this article, one of the three largest exchanges, which is Three Arrows Capital, has already been liquidated for millions. Now, if we scroll down here to the bottom, it is rumored that Three Arrows Capital have been liquidated for at least 400 million. Now, we don't know this is true, but I can tell you one thing, and I've said this before. During the bear market, you will see everything you need to know about a company, about a project, whether they're DeFi or CeFi. And that is how well they manage their money. Are they doing responsible things with it? 2, when the early investors or the early adopters of that project turn away due to the bear market, they're not as interested. Are they going to keep building? And 3, does their energy still match that of the bull market? And this is a huge deal. These are fairly large exchanges, and a lot of people have their money stuck in them. Celsius has halted transactions as of Sunday and last week, and huge influencers such as BitBoy Crypto have took to Twitter to announce that they want to bring class action lawsuits against Celsius for freezing their transactions. A lot of users have described that it has been difficult trying to pay off their loans that they have open with Celsius, as they have frozen outbound transfers to avoid liquidation or insolvency. I honestly don't know what to say about this one. Obviously, a lot of crypto natives will state that not your keys, not your crypto is the most important movement that has taken place in the space. And one thing that I do remember that we did not do this year was an actual not your keys, not your crypto event. And those typically happened early February, which is basically like a check and balance on the centralized exchanges in the crypto space, so they do not try to take over like traditional banks and the central bank. The same system that we indulged in the crypto space for, right? Now, while all of these liquidation accusations have been going around, which I do believe a lot of them are true, to the extent of how much money, we don't know. Until these platforms are honest and come forward to speak about what has been going on behind the scenes, we won't really know. One thing I forgot to add is that Celsius actually had an AMA scheduled for yesterday. And before the AMA went live, they actually canceled the AMA, leaving the customers with no explanation or no one to really go to ask questions. But if you go to Celsius YouTube channel, they released a 14-second video of basically a blanket statement of we're doing the best we can trying to figure these things out. You can go see for yourself if you want. Now, on to the next topic. So a lot of prominent investors in the crypto space are not as bearish as you would think. Kevin O'Leary has stated that there is much more pain to come in the crypto space. And with these liquidation accusations from these very large exchanges that a lot of people trusted, I am thinking that is going to be the nail in the coffin that really sends the crypto space into a spiral where everybody's panicking. There's blood in the streets, bodies hanging from the telephone wires, all while people who are really convicted and know the long-term value of the space, those will be the people who actually buy the dips. And institutional investors are paying attention as well. And I also think during this bear market, regulation will become clear, which brings in more institutional investors to buy when there is ultimate blood in the streets. And to be honest, I really hope that retail investors can also get a grasp of when they want to buy, how they want to buy. I know personally for me, dollar cost averaging has never failed. I've been in the space since 2017 and things aren't looking too bad. And speaking of regulation, as you can see here on the screen, this was the bill that we talked about in the previous video, the Responsible Financial Innovation Act. And just so you can track the progress of the bill, you can go here to congress.gov to ensure where the bill is sitting, what's the progress. And while I do not agree with everything in the bill, I am just ready for some baseline regulations so we can have a common ground on what we are expecting from the things that we do in the crypto space. I think it'll be very healthy. And the next buzz topic that have made headlines this week, all you need to know about Circle's euro-based stablecoin. So if you have not heard, Circle has created another stablecoin that is in full reserve mode. Compared to USDT, which is Tether, they like to hold maybe a minimum of 15% that is assets that are outside of the cash reserve of the US dollar, which a lot of people find very sketchy due to the fact that they are not fully backed as they say they are, or as they used to proclaim that they were fully backed. And also, a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth with stable coins due to the UST Tether Luna situation. Now, that was an algorithmic stablecoin which does not allow for full reserve backing that you can exchange one-to-one if users were to pull out their money. And this is where I actually congratulate Circle. They have taken it, I would assume, the old-fashioned way, just to have everything 100% backed. You can't go wrong with that. Unless somehow you get an exploit and somebody steals all of your money from your reserves, then you're not backed. But we have not witnessed any problems with stablecoin companies actually losing their reserves. They basically choose what ratio of reserve to outside assets that they choose. And Circle does not have any outside assets. They are 100% fully backed. On June 16th, 2022, Circle Internet Financial announced that the launch of its fully reserved euro-backed stablecoin, the project has been christened Eurocoin, or EuroC, and will be the first stablecoin backed by the euro. It is due for release on June 30th, 2022 to institutional investors. So not really popular, but also nothing to turn away from. Stablecoins have a real sensitive engagement with the crypto community and also regulators around the world. But as we've seen, they have taken a positive stance against trying to do something with stablecoins, as we've seen in the Financial Responsibility Act. So they're not going to go away. And Circle is really proving that there can be some trust made on the back end, as they have a clean track record as of yet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this video. Just to close things out, I am really liking the way Cardano is taking this dip. They have an update at the end of this month. They are also due for a conversational piece at the House, I believe, on agriculture and crypto. And I think this is due to the fact that they have an agriculture partnership that allowed a sister company of Cardano to actually plant trees with the investment of that project, or it's somewhere in that nature. I'll post it up on the screen here. But I really do think we are in some pain. The only thing you can do right now is continue to do your research, monitor your projects. Hopefully you are in some good projects so they do not implode on themselves while we traverse through this crypto winter. It is not going to be nice. And if there's a community you need to talk to, we are always here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I will catch you all on the next one.